I'm like, what backlight? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Jayla Joy here. So today we're gonna be doing a first time for a lot of different things. This is gonna be funny, but it's gonna be a funny video. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into this video. All right, y'all, so let's get into this video. By the way, we got a few disclaimers. First of all, I'm working on my lighting, so bear with me. This is like the best I could do, especially the way my room is arranged. And then also, I had an allergic reaction yesterday, and so this eye was swollen. You can tell this eye has more lashes. This eye is less fuller. You can tell my eyes are off. That's why. Anyway, and I just got them done. For today's video, I'm gonna be exposing myself. I'm kind of just doing like my first time with different things that I've experienced, and I made a list. These experiences are really embarrassing, but it's funny. I just thought to share. Let's get into this video. So my first concert. Okay, so my first concert was with my mom. It was like a throwback R&B concert. We went to go see Genuine and like Bobby Brown and a few other folks. Definitely before my time, but I did know some of their music, so I was enjoying myself, but it wasn't like the ideal first concert. But when I went with my mom, it was cool. Yeah, I think I was like 17, 18. My first job, ooh, I hated my first job. So my first job was like a summer job. Me and this girl would, first of all, it was far. We had to go all the way to Seattle, and Seattle from my house is like 30 minutes. Mind you, we did not have a car. I was like 16, 17. You have to take the train, and we had to be there at 7 a.m. We had to be on the train by like 5:56. I was doing that Monday through Friday. It was an 8-hour shift. I got paid like $15 an hour. It was worth it because I ended up getting my first car after that. But basically, we were like going around cleaning up parks, doing like a lot of yard work. Yard work is not my thing. Like after that job, I'm like, never again. Definitely tired after our shift ended. Like, I was knocked the hell out. Beat. Next one, my first trip. I'm gonna go with my first trip that I actually remember. My mom and I used to travel a lot when I was younger, but I didn't remember. Like when I was younger, I went to Europe and I was like 3, 4. My first trip that I actually remember, going to California with my mom. We took the train from Washington to California. We didn't fly or nothing. We went to Disneyland. Basically, we were going there to go to Disneyland, and Disneyland was so fun. Our first time going, so I enjoyed myself with my mom. To be doing my makeup, and I'm over here just talking to y'all. Let me take my hair out. Next one, first car. My first car was a Mercury. Yeah, that's what it was called. I don't know what type of Mercury, but it was a 98. It was a tan car. It was real old, but it got the job done because I had it for like 2 years. I had it my senior year, and I was whipping. I was able to get from A to B, and that's all that matters. I was mobile. Okay, my first kiss, oh god. My first kiss was with this dude. I didn't want it to be my first kiss, but me and my friend were out. I had told, so okay, let me tell you a little like side story. So first of all, I told my mom, or my grandma dropped me off at this high school, and I was like, Grandma, I'm gonna be kicking in here for like a few hours, so if you just drop me off and pick me back up later. So once we got there, I met up with my friend, my best friend at the time, and we took the bus to Seattle, which was like 15 minutes away. I met up with these guys, and one of them I was talking to for a while, so like we were just trying to see them, whatever, kicking it, doing what we shouldn't have been doing. Yeah, my grandma thought I was still at that high school, and it was going on, she dropped me off at like 2 or 3, and it was going on like 8 or 9, and I was like, oh grandma, because where we were at in Seattle was like 15 minutes from her house. So I was like, oh grandma, I'll just catch the bus home to at your house. And she was like, you better get home, like I dropped you off like hours ago. I might not just do my makeup because I'm more into talking to y'all than multitasking. Back to what I was saying. So my grandma was like, need to be in my house like the next hour. It's going on 10 o'clock. I was telling my bestie, I was like, we gotta go, like I need to get home, whatever. So then like we were about to hop on this bus and I was telling the dude bye. He was like, bye. He's like, I'm gonna miss you, whatever. And he ended up, and I literally gave him a hug. Then I was about to hop on the bus and he was like, wait, and he kissed me. So in shock, because obviously that was my first kiss, and I was like, wow. I don't know, I wasn't into him that much in order to kiss him, but it happened. That was like when I was like 17, 16, something. I think, no, that was way younger. I was way younger. I was in middle school. Yeah, 8th grade. So however old you are when you're in 8th grade. Okay. My first time sneaking out. Ooh. So my first time sneaking out, I've never really snuck out. It was more so like me sneaking to get back into the house because I should have been home by now. I can't really think of a first time. There's been plenty of times where I've been like, dang, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna tiptoe my ass back into my room when I get home. My mom was like, you need to be home by 11. Like, girl, I'm 18. What? Like, my mom had me on a leash when I was younger. My first time smoking was when I had my car, so I was like maybe like 18. It was senior year for sure. Yeah, nighttime, and me and my friend were kicking it, and before we came back to my house, my friend was like, oh, you want to hit it? And I was like, yep, let's go to this park, let's do it. It's my first time. And I was like, I'm scared. Am I gonna be too high enough to not drive back home, even though we're in the neighborhood where I live in, but it's kind of far? Like, I still gotta hit a couple turns. Like, I'm scared. She's like, you'll be fine, it won't hit you until we get back to your house. I'm like, okay. And so when we got back there, like, when I tell you I was knocked out like within the next hour, like, I didn't last. But I only took like a few hits, so I don't know, maybe I was over exaggerating. First time stealing. Ooh, my first time stealing, I was 16, 17. I cannot remember the exact ages. I just know like a range. Starting to wear makeup, and me and my grandma went to Sephora. And mind you, prior to that, my friend was like, girl, I just stole a few things. They're really easy to steal from. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, they don't check you or nothing. Like, you got this. Like, if you need to get something, you better go get it. And so then when me and my grandma went to I was like, I really want this lip liner. It's real cute. Like, it's nice. And it was like $20. Like, it was some expensive lip liner, and I took it and I put it in my bra, and I literally, I was getting a little like anxious because I was like, ooh, did somebody see me, or like, is it gonna slip out? Like, yeah. And so then we ended up leaving. I was like, yep, I got me a new lip liner, like, period. And this is the time when I didn't really even have my own money, so I was so happy that I could get it, because I know damn well my grandma was not finna buy that. So first time getting in a car crash. My first time getting in a car crash is when I had that Mercury, my first car. I was in a three-car collision. So my car is the one in the back, there's a Mercedes, and then there's a Volkswagen Jetta. So basically where we were at, like, the lane you're supposed to merge, and so this dumbass lady, she goes, and she's about to merge, she stops, and then me and the Mercedes, we both stop. So then she goes again and she stops again, and so by that time it was over. So I had to hit the Mercedes, and the Mercedes hit the Jetta, and yeah, we had to pull over. I got me a fat ticket. Basically the Mercedes tried to claim like there was a bunch of scratches on their car, which there wasn't. I hate getting in a car crash, because it's like people be trying to lie on you and all this other crap. My car was fine, so if my car's fine, your car's fine. Don't even try that BS. After that, like, I drive so differently. Like, when I tell you, sometimes I get anxiety off of driving, and it's because of that car crash. Like, it's crazy. First time skipping school. Okay, so like I said, my mom had me on a tight leash. So if I skip school, my mom's gonna get that call like, your student missed first through sixth period, and they were absent, blah blah blah. My mom would get that call and she damn sure gonna answer it. And so I'm at home and my mom knows that. That's most of the cases. Usually my mom knows that I didn't go to school because I'd be at home and I didn't go anywhere. I'll say like my first actual time I skipped school was senior skip day. I know, I'm like, dang, you didn't skip all the way up until your senior. So yeah, and I kind of hinted to my mom. I was like, it's senior skip day, like I'm not going. Like I kind of hinted to her. I kept telling her like I'm not going, so don't try to act brand new when you get that phone call. My best friend at the time, we were kicking it. We had showed up to like see who was at school and who was not. Like we were trying to figure out what was the move. So everybody headed to IHOP. This was the time when me and my boyfriend were friends. He had his friend and then I had my best friend, and then there was a few other people, and we were all just kicking it out at IHOP eating. It was so funny, all good vibes. My first party, I didn't really go to parties like that. It was me and my friend, and I was just standing listening to music. Like I was just like, okay, like I was just talking to my friend, just vibing to the music, but she wasn't gonna catch me dancing because this was like when I was young and shy and people I knew, and so I was just socializing and stuff, and my mama did not know we was going to a party. It was fun. My first breakup. So I've never necessarily had a breakup before. It was more so I've gotten played, like, and then I caught on, and that's when I just broke it off because I was like, you messing with other females. Like, my first up was when this dude, I hate talking about him too. This dude met my family, and he just started acting weird, like hella weird. Like a week later, it was Valentine's Day. He came over my house for Valentine's Day, got me some balloons, got me a bear, you know, the whole shebang. His friend came over, my best friend was over, so it was like a double date thing. We were just watching a movie, whatever. They had to leave early for some odd reason, talking about they got a curfew when we were like 17, 18, and I'm like, niggas don't have no damn curfew. So I'm like, okay, like I'm just ain't thinking nothing of it. This one girl was just like, I was just looking at her at the side of my eye, like this girl that I thought like was like a threat between me and this dude that I was talking to, and it was his ex too. So I was just like, this girl. And then one time she posted him for Valentine's Day, talking about my forever Valentine, this and that, and I'm like, so I started going off on him. I was like, who is, like, this is your ex? Like, he was like, that's an old picture, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, you left my house early, like I know what it is and I know what it ain't, like don't try to play me. Basically, like in denial. Like, yeah, that was like my first time I got played. But a guy's never broken up with me, and I've never broke up with a guy. I'd rather be broken up with rather than played, because being played, I hate looking stupid. Break up with me and go about your business rather than playing with my emotions and play with me and have me looking stupid. I don't like that. First time I got pulled over, so this is back when I had this Ford Fusion, this red. It was right before my current car. And my mom was like, back when I had my first accident, my mom was like, when you get a new car, you better hop onto your dad's insurance or do something, because you ain't finna be on my insurance and get in accidents and all this other crap, whatever. So I was in the mix of changing insurance at the time, and I was on my way to my orthodontist appointment back when I had braces. And I was on my phone at the light, and I didn't realize there was no cop behind me at the time. But as I was getting down the hill, I noticed this cop behind me, and I'm like, okay, I need to be on my A game because I ain't trying to get pulled over. So then I was at the light, I was on my phone. By the time I got down the hill, I wasn't on my phone as we were riding down the hill. But anyways, he pulls me over as we get down the hill, and we're in this Wendy's parking lot. I'm scared as shit. Like, I hate getting pulled over with a passion. He was like, license and registration, and I need to see your insurance card. And I was like, okay, like, here you go. But I was like, and I'm in the mix of change the insurance, like I just got this car last week. He was like, you don't got no insurance? I was like, no. He was like, and you texting and driving. I'm thinking, how the hell did he know I was texting and driving? Like, you can't tell in the back of you that you can tell if somebody's texting and driving. So what I caught on was this person in next to me must have told the policeman like, oh, this person is texting or something, because you can't tell being in back of me that I was texting and driving. So somebody has snitched on me. He was like, you don't got no insurance? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, yep. He wrote me a ticket, $500 ticket. He was like, also, you need to get your light fixed. That's why I pulled you over to begin with, because your back light doesn't work when you brake. I'm like, what backlight? He was talking about the backlight that's like in the back of the car. So you know, you got the right light and the left light, and you got those when you brake. So he's talking about the one that's inside my car that's supposed to be up top here. He's talking about that one. He was like, that one's out, you need to fix it. I'm thinking, you act like you can't tell when I'm braking. You act like the right or the left one's out. So I just felt like he's trying to find a reason to pull me over, and that's the stuff I'm talking about. That's why we don't mess with the police, because I just try to stay out the way. I don't like that. Like, I've gotten pulled over multiple times over stupid stuff. I've being a month inspired, but I've seen people with a year or two, 6 months with expired tabs, and they still driving freely. That's what I'm gonna talk about. It's the first time me doing it, and I don't really want to go into detail because that's just a lot of TMI. I ended up crying after it happened, because I wasn't crying because I regretted it. It was more like I was just shocked that I did it. Pretty much all the first times. If you have any more first times you want to know about, please comment below. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below what else you want to see on my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.